Would you help a child alone in the cold on a dark night? If you would, it may be the last thing you would do. Stories keep circulating, all with similar circumstances and patterns. Children with completely blacked out eyes appearing seemingly out of nowhere to knock on doors of homes or cars, asking to be let inside. These children appear completely normal besides their strange eyes and the complete sense of dread they seem to cause. The story of the black-eyed children seems to have began around 1996 from a Texas reporter in Abilene, Texas. But a few people claim to have had sightings in the 1980s. The reporter, Brian Bethel, said he encountered two children with pale skin and black eyes. His story gained enough popularity that he had the chance to tell it on a TV show called Monsters and Mysteries in America. Brian claims that he was out late and stopped in a parking lot of a movie theater to write a check. He had been so occupied with his task, he didn't notice the two boys that approached until the older boy tapped on his window. Brian said he rolled the window down to see what two children were doing out so late and alone, but he was immediately hit with an overwhelming fear, but he couldn't understand why. The older boy told Brian that he and his brother forgot their money to see a movie and wanted to know if they could get a ride home. The kids assured him that it wouldn't take long. They were just kids after all. It sounded like they had a gun. Brian found their assurances unnerving. He said that when he broke eye contact with them, his fear became all-consuming. Their eyes became completely black. The older boy grew frustrated when Brian gave excuses for why he couldn't give them a ride. The boy told Brian that they couldn't enter the car until they had permission. Brian took that knowledge and decided to leave immediately. Even to this day, he still stands by his story of the two children with blacked out eyes. Another encounter with these strange children comes from a small, snowy town in Vermont. An elderly couple heard 3 loud knocks on their door late at night. When they opened it, 2 children stood out in the cold night, a boy and a girl. "Our parents will be here soon. May we come in?" The couple hesitated but decided to let them in. After all, it was dark and cold. It wasn't until then that they noticed the children's eyes. The power went out in their home, and the children said their parents had arrived. They left the house, and the elderly couple followed to the doorway. 2 tall and slender men stood at the end of the driveway, and all 4 of them climbed in the car, leaving the couple alone. After the experience, the couple claimed that 3 of their 4 cats disappeared, and that the last one was found dead in a pool of its own blood. Stories spread across the sea, where the Daily Star wrote 3 front-page stories about them in a haunted pub in Staffordshire in 2014. No one knows what these children are or where they come from. Conspiracy theorists believe that the children are extraterrestrials trying to make contact with us. Demonologists claim that the children are the children of the devil himself, and that if you allow them to enter your home or your vehicle, then you're granting permission for the devil to enter your life. It's easy to question the authenticity of these stories, especially since the rise of creepypastas and subreddits like No Sleep. But Brian Bethel's story made the media long before these websites existed. Some even claim that there's a few stories from other countries that date back as far as the 1950s. Even to this day, people still claim to see these strange children. They claim they see them when they're driving alone at night down empty roads, or they see them lurking outside their home in the dark. Some people claim that they see these children in their room during sleep paralysis episodes, or even when they wake in the middle of the night, just standing in the corner watching them. Whether these stories are true or false, it's always better to be on the safe side. If children come knocking at your door late at night, never let them inside.